morning, YouTube, and welcome back to Fernvalley Farm's YouTube channel. Another one of them shoot from the hip videos, no editing allowed. If you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Vince. Do me a favor, subscribe to the channel. You don't want to miss any of these videos. Go ahead, I'll wait. If you want to subscribe, go ahead, I'll wait. Did you do it? Cool. All right, and make sure you hit that notification button too. So anyways, what this video is about, okay, I'm out by the bee yard. You know, I got cinder blocks. If you see my videos, I've got cinder blocks, you know, holding up all my hives. Well, the ground heaves and thaws up here in northern Illinois. Well, it's all mud. The blocks were starting to settle and tip, and the hives were tipping. So I'm out there working in the yard, digging in the dirt, leveling blocks, leveling my hives. None of the bees were out. And I actually did a video on this the other day. You know, they're out foraging because the weather's nice. It's beautiful today. You can see the sun's out. It's supposed to be 60-something degrees. But about the first week of March here is great. So I'm out there working on the hives. Nobody's flying. They're all in. I'm being real careful in front of the hives, lifting the hives, trying to get the blocks back underneath, level the dirt, level the blocks. The hives are all sitting real nice, except for a couple of them where the blocks are on the back side, which would be the north side, so they're not getting any sun. So I pulled the blocks to level, so I pulled the blocks so I could dig the dirt out later. Hopefully it thaws. But anyways, the whole point of this video, none of the bees were out. Right when I got done, they started flying, and the carniolas came out first, and I see them all come out and take off. I literally, within like 5 minutes, walked up to my barn up here, and where I keep my horse feed, like I showed you guys the other day. Let me show you this. This was like, I'm not kidding, 5 minutes. I walk up here, let me turn this, and look. You think they know where to go? Look at that. All over that stuff. I mean, it wasn't 5 minutes. They started flying, and you can see them leaving the hive and taking off. They were just gone. And only, I think these are mostly carniolas. Some of the other ones might be coming out. But they, like I said, they just come out of the hive and you just see them flying and leaving. It's like they know where this stuff is. So you think they ain't got spring fever too? They can't wait to get out and start foraging. Like I said earlier, the cracked corn ain't got a whole lot of, this is a 12% horse feed mix. Corn, oats, vitamins, some minerals, a little bit of molasses, not much. It's all cracked corn. There is some whole kernels in there, but you want to feed cracked corn to horses, but that's a whole different topic. So they're trying to get the corn dust out of there is what they're doing, and all the little particles of corn. And like I said, it ain't got a whole lot of nutritional value to it, but they're getting something out of it, and they're taking it back to the hive, and you can see them in there, you know, digging through that corn. Like I said, they came out of the hive. I walked up here maybe 5 minutes later. I'm like, holy cow, look at that. They are all over this stuff. And they went right to the pollen feeders that's out there too. So I just wanted to show you a quick little video on this. I just find this interesting. And then like yesterday, I mean, they did the same thing yesterday too. But then as the sun started to set later in the afternoon, there were less and less bees. But when I go to feed my horses, I got to like push them all out of the way to try and get the grain. I use those coffee cans. So I have to try and push them out of the way to get into my grain to feed the horses. So, I mean, look at them. They're just in there just digging away. Can you see all that? I'm not even sure what I'm going to title this video. But look at that. They're all over this stuff. And pretty soon, some of the trees here are starting to bud, which is kind of nice. They got little buds on some of the maple trees, which that'll be nice. And I'll be able to tell just by this right here. When the trees start to bud, if I have no bees on this anymore, and if I have no bees on my pollen substitute feeders out there, that means they're finding pollen in Mother Nature, actually. So no more artificial. So like I said, when the trees start to bud, or if they start budding and I don't have any bees up here in this, when it's a nice day, that means they're getting it from Mother Nature. Last year, my hives, knock on wood, are doing really good this spring. Last year, the same thing happened in the spring, but I didn't have quite as many. Up here in the horse grain, just a handful. This is like, holy cow, look at this. So it makes me feel good, actually. My girls are doing really good. Knock on wood. I'm jealous of some of my YouTube friends down south, southeast. They're doing splits. They're getting into their hives. It's a little bit too early here to be cracking hives open. I don't want to break those propolis seals on them hives because you can still get kind of cold up here. But another couple of weeks, hopefully we'll be ready to start doing, at least to get in there and look around. I ain't going to do splits yet. It's still too early, probably in April. But at least get into the hive, see exactly what's going on in there. because once they start taking all the natural pollen, then I'll pull the pollen, then I'll pull all the sugar out of the hives and take all that apart, take all that off. So anyways, I just want to do a quick little video on this, just to show you how fast they got up here and got into that corn. I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh my God, look at that. So anyways, that's it. Hopefully you liked this video. Hopefully you know, kind of got some information out of it anyways. And like I said earlier, do me a favor. If you hadn't subscribed in the beginning, subscribe now. Hit the little bell next to the subscribe button. Leave me a comment below and let me know if you guys notice the same thing where you're at early in the spring when there's not much going on. If you find the bees in places that they normally aren't. So anyways, YouTube, I will talk to you guys later. All right, bye.